Hey, what up, people? I wanted to kind of give you an update on my code journey and also share some of the resources that I found valuable in my experience. So first up, my main curriculum is Code with Chris. I made the investment for CWC Plus, and I just find his videos to be very straightforward. I really dig his resources in that. All of his code challenges and just projects that he walks you through, they're all on a Dropbox account. You can download them. You can see where you messed up. You can see what point or what part you missed during the code challenge. I just think that his stuff is really well organized, very straightforward, and his videos are very well produced. There's great cheat sheets and loads of content. He takes you through UI kit. He also takes you through Swift UI. He goes from there. He goes into design. You get into database management. I believe he gets into Firebase. Just all around great stuff. The plan is to try to complete all of his content and then dive into my own app and get things shaking over there. The next resource I want to get into is a app that I downloaded on my iPad. When I'm working with CWC Plus, I'm on my Mac usually. I'm opening up Xcode, and that's primarily where I do my training. But sometimes I don't have my laptop with me if I go traveling or something like that. And I want to have some type of a resource on my iPad so that I can, stay up to date, continue studying, keep inching along on this path of mine. So what I downloaded was Paul Hudson's app that he created. It's called Unwrap. And basically, if you don't know who Paul Hudson is, go ahead and type his name in. This is the guy who brought you Hacking with Swift. He has a podcast on YouTube where he interviews other Swift app developers. This guy is just awesome. He has his own curriculum. I went with CWC Plus. No shade to Paul Hudson. I think I just saw CWC Plus first. I don't know. But regardless, he has great content. He has a training course called 100 Days of Swift. I've heard nothing but good things about it. I haven't tried it out myself, but I've heard great things about it. Unwrap is a great app. Download it on your iPad. I believe it's also available on the iPhone, but I like the experience on the iPad. And yeah, you should totally try it. We're talking 1 to 2 minute micro videos that just go over the various methods, variables, functions, data types, you name it. He's covered the entire language. He has nice little quizzes and things like that for you to test your knowledge. There are badges. It's an awesome application, and it's just worth it. If you're a developer and you have an iPad, go ahead and put that on there. It's not gonna hurt. You might find yourself bored one day. Instead of opening up whatever video game you have on there, open that up and get to it. The last thing that I downloaded was for the iPhone because I wanted something on my phone. My phone is always with me. Why not have some type of a coding resource that'll inch me closer and closer to my dream? I downloaded an iPhone app called Code Swift. Now, this one, it starts off free, but then you do a couple of lessons and they're like, yo, I want that $10. I paid the money. It's called Code Swift. There are a whole bunch of little quizzes and little lessons. None of it, it's kind of video, but it's not really video. It's mainly reading, and then there are like video demos if you get stuck on a question. But it teaches you programming. You're able to use your keyboard and on the iPhone to actually type out the code and run it. And then lets you know whether or not you got it right or wrong. Again, this is just a small resource that you can have on your phone so that if you're out there in these streets and you want to practice, you can. So that's pretty much, those are the three main ones that I use. I believe that if you are working towards a goal, you need to try to make a small step, just some type of some type of stride in that direction every single day. That's why I've downloaded some form of Swift or some form of a learning aid for Swift on every device that I own, sans my Apple Watch. But if I find one, I'm gonna download it there too. You never know. I really want to become a programmer. This is something that I dream about every day. This is something that I just kind of wake up envisioning the celebrities that I'm going to be working with for my platform. And I haven't even told you guys what it is, and I'm still going to hold that down. But regardless of what app I develop, it's not really necessarily about the app. It's about the knowledge. It's about the skill set. It's about what I'm going to be able to do for my customers, what I'm going to be able to provide for my family, the skills that I'm going to develop, the relationships that I'm going to make. It's about becoming a better person. It's about becoming a more useful version of myself for this society, and just things that I should have done. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm late to the party, if anything, but better late than never, I always say. And yeah, man, app development. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to become a coder. I made a declaration to learn the code, and I basically started uploading videos just about the various projects that I've been working on. And I just want to thank everybody who's been supportive and just kind of leaving that feedback and that encouragement. I want to thank you all. I'm going to start branching out onto other platforms like Instagram, try to post more of my stuff there, and also YouTube. That's all I got. Thank you for embarking on this journey with me. There's more to come.